big binoculars.
I don't know what you're laughing at.
Options is back in Port Napoleon, southern France. Our 30-year-old little boat had carried us from the muddy waters of Hull Marina on the River Humber, down to London, round to Portsmouth, and back to Ramsgate before crossing the English Channel to Dunkirk. After removing her mast, we entered the inland waterway network and sailed through the centre of France, via Paris, onward to the stunning Nivernais Canal, then to Lyon and the mighty Rhone River. Our route also included part of the Canal de Midi beyond Sète. At Agde, our long way down adventure became the long way east voyage as we turned left out of the River Hérault into the sea. We were now sailing as far east as we possibly could, while meandering along the coastal waters of the Mediterranean Sea, making landfall to explore ancient ports, cities and cultures. We had left Options on the hard over summer and flew back after the heat and holiday madness calmed down. Although we were 120 nautical miles west of where we intended to be, Port Napoleon was ideal and affordable. It is a well-supported boatyard with helpful staff for receipt of goods delivered to the Marina office while we were back home with family. We worked on below waterline jobs and the installation of 2 solar panels before splashdown. For more detail about the solar panel installation, click the on-screen link above now or the link below in the description later. After a week of frantic activity, Options splashed back into the sea and we cast off eastbound. First with a swift shakedown passage to Carré-de-Rouet, then onward to Porquerolles and Fréjus, continuing our planned journey to Italy and beyond. Our long way east adventure restarts as we head to Port Vauban Antibes on the French Riviera coast. This marina claims to be the best in the Mediterranean, so let's sail in and find out if it's true. But ironically, this is the first time that we've ever used the whisker pole, because the first time we've had wind in the right direction.
I am the captain because I've got big binoculars.
Can't see anything, crew. Oh, let me take the covers off.
Oh, they have come off already. Oh, those ones.
Aha! I see no ships.
So these are the smallest we could find just before we left Port Napoleon. Oh, it's looking like he's been the captain.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a collision possibility.
Oh, he's got a serious face on now.
We sailed past the colourful Rhyolite cliffs and calanques on the very edge of the Esterel Massif and past the film festival port of Cannes to enter Port Vauban Antibes. Arriving Antibes, Port Vauban. They're doing a good job over there. Doing a grand job. Built in 2017, she is a 55-metre long motor yacht available to charter from €4,000 just for 1 week. This place is home to lots of very swanky luxury super yachts and claims to be the largest marina by tonnage of berths available. Walk along the walls protecting the old town and look over the yachts at anchor in the bay towards Old Nice in the distance. The Jardin des Poètes is a cactus and succulent oasis filling a gap along the pathway, and where Victor Hugo, author of The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Les Miserables, looks out to sea from his pedestal. He visited a friend for lunch in 1839 and of Antibes wrote this: "Everything here radiates, everything flowers, everything sings. The sun, the women and love are here at home. I still have the resplendence in the eyes and in the soul." Fort Carré d'Antibes looks over the natural harbour, now Marina, from its commanding position 26 metres above sea level. In the 16th century, the Duchy of Savoy in the neighbouring county of Nice allied with the Habsburgs against the Kingdom of France. King Henry II of France ordered the construction of a lookout fortification to keep watch across the bay and to defend Antibes. In 1565, Henry III ordered improvements by adding 4 bastions to the fortification. Military engineer Sébastien Lepestre, aka Marquis de Vauban, carried out further improvements in the early 18th century. In April 1794, 25-year-old Napoleon Bonaparte was Brigadier General and became artillery commander of the French army of Italy. He devised plans to attack Sardinia, which was successful, but his association with the Robespierres and their reign of terror resulted in the revolutionaries imprisoning Napoleon at Antibes in Fort Carré. Sentenced to 10 years, the future looked bleak. His friend Antoine Christophe Salicetti, a French politician and diplomat of the Revolution, secured Napoleon's release after just 10 days behind bars. His associates went to the guillotine. In 1983, Bond film Never Say Never Again, starring Sean Connery and Kim Basinger, used Fort Carré as the backdrop for the villain's fortress. Bond and his girl escaped, controversially, on horseback by jumping over the ramparts into the sea.
Leaving Antibes just after 12.
Is Port Vauban the best marina in the Med?
And now we're on our way to Nice, which is a couple of hours.
The cost for one night was €47, which isn't the highest for the area, but we still have many more marinas to sample, so the jury's out for now. Goodbye, Antibes. Here comes Nice.
So close! Looks like it's going to land on the water.
Arriving at Nice. We have 2 nights here. Going out that way takes us towards Monaco and the Italian border.